All right, let's go. You saw the thumbnail. We're just going to get right into it. In this container, 2 stuffed croissants from Publix Bakery. Now should I explain now? We're going to cue the intro and then we'll explain why I did this, how I did this, and then we're going to take a couple bites and see if this is better than it was in the past with the thing I'm going to talk about. I don't mean to confuse you, but that's all you need to worry about. 2 croissants loaded with buttercream. We're going to check these out. Cue the intro. What is up, everyone? It is the endorsement, and it is time for another review. This is where I try something and tell you if you should like it or not. I can be very persuasive. So before 2020, we all know what happened in 2020. You used to be able to go into Publix grocery store, go into the bakery, and they would have these pre-made donuts called Long Johns that were filled with certain things. I think one was chocolate, one was like, what do you call it? Boston cream. And the other was this right here. This, my favorite, buttercream. And then 2020, when we were all stuck inside, no, you can't get it anymore. When everything died down, you went back to Publix and they got rid of the filled Long Johns. I actually reviewed the filled Long John on my channel 10 years ago, something like that, and I loved it. And I had a couple of them until they went bye-bye. But this worker, look at this. This worker in the bakery at this Publix, I said, "Are you ever going to bring back the Long John?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, would you be able to fill a couple croissants for me with the buttercream?" And she said, "Sure." There'd be a little bit of an upcharge. It was a decent upcharge because she loaded the buttercream into these croissants. So the croissants on their own were like $4, something like that, $2 each. It cost $10 total for both of these. So we're looking at $5 per croissant filled with buttercream. Let's put this down on this napkin over here to show you the other one. These things weigh a ton. Look at this one. Check that out. So that's what we got going on here. Does anyone out there remember the Long Johns that you can get over at Publix? Wow. I'm excited to try this, but this is like instant cavity. This, a soft croissant. I almost asked if she could glaze the croissant because you had that viral TikTok thing going on. I actually did a review of the glazed croissants, but she was doing enough already by doing me this favor and hooking me up with a blast from the past. Even though it isn't a Long John, it is the next best thing, a croissant, a buttery and flaky croissant. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. I don't know what's happening right now. She loaded it, and she was so nice. She's even like, "Do you want me to just slice it this way?" We were actually kind of figuring out the best way to do this, and she just did it in sandwich form. Look at this. Probably going to be messy. Wish me luck. Wow. Stop. I'm telling myself to stop. Stop. All right, so listen. If you watch the channel enough, I very rarely leave anything on the face the lip, the mouth region whenever I'm eating something messy. That first bite took me to a place. The flavor of that buttercream, the sweetness, going together with the buttery flakiness of this croissant, it is a match made in heaven. This, I mean, it's obviously not the best thing for you. You think? But shout out to, I got to go back to this location if I ever get back in the area and say, what is your name? I love it when a plan comes together. She could have easily just put like a layer inside, but she knew the assignment. Challenge accepted. I should have got her name. If you're watching this, thank you. I did not tell her I was reviewing this. I didn't tell her I do food reviews. I didn't tell her why I wanted to do this. But now I have another one, and I don't want to take another bite of this, but I 100% do want to take another bite of this. This is a 99 out of 100. That may seem wild to you because it's so basic. It's just a croissant opened up with buttercream. But the fact that they did it for me, the fact that it kind of brings back the nostalgia of those filled Long Johns, I'm giving it a 99. It is what it is. I don't throw those high scores out too often, but this is legit. So listen, that's another review or video, whatever this was, in the books. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, please do not forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. That is social media, getting the word of my channel out to the masses. In closing, if this was glazed on the outside, stop it. Stop it. I might go into some type of sugar coma if that was the case. But I'll leave you with a final bite. Thank you for spending a couple minutes with me today. I hope the thumbnail did it justice. I hope my review did it justice. Let me know if you've ever done anything like this before. Look at the layers inside this croissant. It is money. All right. Thank you so much. Light up the comments and let me know. And we'll see you soon with some more reviews. Bye. I have to stop. Whew.